Jamaicans stood out at the recently held LA Grand Prix 2024. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. You drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, first up, let me apologize for the absence of any post yesterday, May 18th. But people, May 18th was the 18th birthday of my youngest child, my baby girl. So, no, family's priority always. So, let's talk about the LA Grand Prix. Now, no Jamaican won their event yesterday at the LA Grand Prix. However, in my mind, we stood out. We put in solid performances throughout. In fact, Jamaicans ANDRENETTE Knight, ROSHAN, Clarke, and SHANEIKA Ricketts all took solid second places in their respective events. In fact, SHANEIKA Ricketts took second in the women's triple jump. SHANEIKA Ricketts took a close second behind the winner, Thea Lafond, who jumped 14.37 meters to win. Ricketts came second in 14.36 meters. That's how close. Tori Franklin of the United States came third in 13.87. And Jamaica's other Jamaican in the event, Kimberly Williams, took fifth with a jump of 13.35 meters.
Back to SHANEIKA Ricketts in the triple jump. We're into the third round here. Haven't had any updates on the distances.
In the women's 100-meter finals, number one, which featured Tia Clayton, Natasha Morrison, and Alana Reid, alongside the other Jamaican, the fourth, LANAE-TAVA Tmomas. LANAE-TAVA Tmomas took third in this event. It was Melissa Jefferson of the United States who won in 11.27 seconds, with Moralik Akinason, also of the United States, taking second in 11.28. Jamaica's LANAE-TAVA Tmomas came third in 11.35 seconds. LANAE-TAVA Tmomas is really a 400 and a 200 meter specialist, so this was a good time for her. Alana Reid of Jamaica came fourth in 11.36. TT Terry of the United States came fifth in 11.37 seconds. Tia Clayton of Jamaica came sixth in 11.47 seconds, with Natasha Morrison taking seventh in 11.56, and Javian Oliver of the United States took eighth in 11.53 seconds. This was in the number one final.
Lightning quick start from Natasha Morrison, the Jamaican in lane 3, but Tanisha Terry up into her running very, very quickly. There's Akinason, Terry and Jefferson across the track. Akinason trying to make it back-to-back wins, but I think Melissa Jefferson, the US champion from 2022.
Final number two in the women's 100 meters features Jamaica's Brianna Williams. Brianna Williams ended up in the fifth position in a time of 11.47. It was English Gardner who won this one. This one being final number two. Gardner won in 11.22. She's, of course, American. Destiny Smith Barnett came second in 11.27. Abby Steiner third in 11.32. Gabrielle Thomas, United States, 11.42. And, of course, as I said, Brianna Williams, 11.47. Another standout performance was ANDRENETTE Knight in the women's 400 meters hurdles. She took second behind the American Anna Cockrell. Anna Cockrell ran a brilliantly strategic race in this instance. ANDRENETTE Knight looked good in what must be, I think, her opener, if not her opener, one of her first 400-meter hurdles events for the 2024 season. Cockrell ran 53.57 to win, with Jamaica's ANDRENETTE Knight running 54.69 to take that second spot. This is in the women's 400 meters hurdles.
Cockrell is in form. She's been running well. She stretches herself. Started ever so slightly in the final stages into the closing hurdle. But nobody can get anywhere near Anna Cockrell today.
Another standout performance was for Sean Clarke in the men's 400-meter hurdles. Clarke took second in 48.11 behind Rai Benjamin, who ran a very impressive 46.64 to take the win. You can see here in the race, Rai Benjamin was way ahead of everyone else.
He's looking to put a marker down here. stride, long stride into that last hurdle. He made it. He stuck to his stride pattern so well. Right, Benjamin in his opening race of the season, fourth.
Disappointment for Jamaica's Akeem Blake because he was disqualified from the men's 100 meters.
Start fast. Let's see Tobago of Botswana. Oh, some twitches over there.
The men's 100 meters was eventually won by Kerry King of the USA in a time of 10.11, with the still Tobago of Botswana running second in 10.13, and Aaron Brown of Canada taking third in a time of 10.23 seconds. The win was a plus 0.6 meters per second.
Silo Tobago will look to use his 400 meter strength, and here it comes. Silo Tobago, can he get ahead of Kerry King? Not quite.
Now this, of course, is my 2 cents. I thought these were solid standout performances from the Jamaicans. Yes, we didn't win any races, but we had several second places. We had LANAE-TAVA Tmomas stepping down from the 200 meters to run the 100 meters and taking third in final number 1. I thought this was a good look. Again, clearly she's working on speed. And like I said, it's still relatively early in the season. It's going to be a very long season. I've said this ad nauseum. You must be tired of hearing me say it, but it is a long season. So us taking several second places here is not a bad thing. Of course, we as Jamaicans would clearly like to have won all these races that we came second in, but it was a good look for the athletes, building on their self-confidence. Clearly at this point, they're working on technique, different aspects of their race, and they're trying to see where they're at in terms of their prep for the 2024 season. So I thought LANAE-TAVA Tmomas coming third here was a really, really good look ahead of Alana Reid and others. And I thought that they did okay also. Andrenette Knight here, I'm thinking this may be her first official race for the 2024 season outdoor, but I may be completely incorrect here. I am no Hubert Lawrence. Big up to my brother. Truth be told, I was still very impressed with her run. I guess Anna Cockrell of America got her revenge, because remember, she was trounced the other day at the Jamaica Athletic Invitational at the National Stadium by the remarkable ROSHAN. So I was still impressed with Andrenette Knight's second. SHANEIKA Ricketts second place in the women's triple jump. I was also very impressed with this. It was just off. You saw how close it was. So I thought this was a good look. And you know, the athletes are not going to win all the time. And like I said, I'm going to keep saying this ad nauseum. You're going to get tired of hearing it, but you have to hear it. We want these athletes to hit their best form at the national championships and beyond. So start it in their best form so they can make the team, the individual squad, and or the relay team, and then at the Paris Olympic Games, right there, that's where we want them to actually peak. So I am honestly not concerned about any of these athletes. I think they're all in the right place. Let's see how they progress throughout the season. But in my humble opinion, this was a decent look for us here in Jamaica. I thought we did well here. 3 second places, including, of course, SHANEIKA Ricketts, Andrenette Knight, and, of course, the young ROSHAN Clarke. ROSHAN Clarke is such a great talent. So I think I see him putting in the work, and he's certainly getting there. Remember, we recently saw him at the World Relays in the men's 400 meters relays. So I was impressed here. I thought these were standout performances. I would love to hear your thoughts. Were you disappointed? If you were disappointed, tell me why. What would you have done differently if you were the coach of these athletes? Now, stats says 61% of you who come here often and seem to enjoy our content have not yet hit the subscribe button. I'm going to ask you to do me, Peter Lloyd, a personal favor, and please hit that subscribe button. I promised you that I would continue to improve on the product here at Peter Lloyd World, myself and the team. You are royals, kings and queens. Bless us.